What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Ask a Life Coach, where you ask me questions and I do my best to answer them. Let's see what's in the basket today. How can I live up to other people's expectations of me, even my own expectations of myself? Okay. Two different questions there, but maybe they're pretty related. What expectations are there? What expectations do you have of yourself? And is there something that you have to live up to? I guess is what I want to know. Why can't you just be as you are in this moment? And why can't that be enough? You know, none of us are ever going to be perfect, if that concept even makes sense, and if that goal is even ideal. We're humans, you know, we make mistakes, we ebb and flow, we change, we have good times, we have bad times, we succeed, we fail, if we define our lives in those terms. But I think what I want to say is, just the expectations. You don't need them. You're good enough, you're doing great, there's nothing you need to live up to. You're fine as you are. It's perfectly okay to have goals that can be really helpful and healthy, but give yourself time. And if some of it never happens, you thought, oh, I had this goal to, master X, Y, or Z, and it didn't happen. Well, okay, it didn't happen, but how was the journey? Did you bring some levity to it? Did you bring some joy or playfulness to it? Did you spend time in the moment, or were you always fixated on some future destination? There's no reason you need to label or judge yourself and say, well, this wasn't good enough, or I'm not good enough. I mean, those are just weird human inventions that our brains put out there into the world and just overcomplicate the crap out of life. Like, it's enough to have experiences. We don't have to judge and label them, and it's enough just to be you. So I guess that's what I want to say. I see the phrase live up to, and I just kind of cringe a little bit, like, there's nothing you need to live up to. You're already doing great. You're already doing fine. You're already an awesome human being as you are. So it's too much pressure. It's too much pressure when other people think that you've got to be a certain way and you're trying to be that. It restricts your freedom, and it restricts your authenticity and also your efficacy. We're often the most effective when we're not trying, and we're kind of unstoppable when we're just in the zone. We're just being playful. Good things tend to result from that. So letting go of this idea of expectations altogether. I know it's probably a lot easier for me to say than it is for somebody to do, but that's my recommendation. Don't live up to anything. Don't feel like you need to. This idea that we would have to prove our worth or prove our value is, it's crap. You don't. So I just invite you to let all of that go, as you go through your day. Whatever it brings is what it brings, and whatever you bring to it is what you bring to it. And I promise that is good enough. So I hope that you find that helpful. I realize I kind of didn't answer the question, but I'm not going to give somebody advice on how to please other people who are, placing expectations upon them. I just don't think that's what our journeys are all about. And I invite you not to do that to the people in your life as well. Don't lay expectations on them. Be flexible. Give them freedom to fail. Give them freedom to change their mind, and give them freedom to be a new person tomorrow than they are today. And I think if you can do that, you'll find yourself in really healthy relationships. And as we model that behavior, we can hope that people do the same for us. But if there are people that are always putting expectations on you, maybe you want to have a conversation with them about that. And if they can't see how that's harmful or damaging, then maybe you want to put some boundaries or distance there as well. So thank you for the excellent question. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And as always, I'll see you here soon for the next episode of Ask a Life Coach.